Hey YouTube, Beamz here. Today I want to talk. Wait. Before I continue with today's video, it will be a bit different. Some of my other content out on my channel, and it will all be my opinion, so you don't have to agree. Okay? Don't be a Twitter user. Anyways,
let's go.
Talk about the problem with Ubisoft bringing back old content in Rainbow Six Siege. So recently I logged onto Siege and found out the Outbreak Alpha Pack collection was back. Now I did hear time and time again in the community that they would bring them back, but I never really thought Ubisoft had the balls to do so. Guess I stand corrected. So throughout the video I'll give 3 explanations for why Ubisoft bring back the Outbreak collection and why it's not the solution to their problems. Now you might be wondering what the big $1 million question is. Why did Ubisoft bring back the Outbreak collection? Well, I could go on a tangent about all the problems in Rainbow Six Siege and at Ubisoft, but that's no use. The main issues why they bring back the collection is because of their advertising, the lack of good content, and the game engine that runs Rainbow Six Siege. Ubisoft, in my opinion, have been doing a horrible job at advertising the game. Ever since the start of 2020, the game has been crumbling slowly, waiting for its demise because of how crap they advertise their game. Ubisoft have been trying to attract all the gamers in the world, wanting competitive, casual players, weebs, players who love the lore of games, and the list goes on. And since they keep trying to advertise to all of these demographics of gamers, they just keep losing their entire player base and the main people who support them. Ubisoft are trying to cater to more of the Valorant and Fortnite community with all that cartoony anime type of look and all of that. But even though the main reason why their player base played Siege is because of its nitty gritty, somewhat realistic feel, and liked it because it was different, not because it was some Valorant lookalike or copy. Siege had a really good community before all of these updates, from casual to ranked players, all loving Siege's unique gameplay and content that set it apart from other titles. If you are enjoying the video so far, a like would be greatly appreciated, and also a sub to the channel would be incredible. The lack of good content has been for a bit less than a year now. Content for not only competitive players like myself who try to improve at Siege, and the casual players who only try to have some shits and giggles in the game, but the content that they've been pushing out is complete garbage. I'm sorry to say it, but it really is. The map reworks haven't even been that good, especially the favela rework. Why would you rework a map if it's only for casual, when you could rework it for both casual and ranked? It's a map. At least make the game fun for majority of your player base. And as I said, it's a map. I don't think the casual community looks for something specific in a map other than it works well. There has also been no special events that are good. Emphasis on good. They've always been tiny differences in the game and just force you to buy the limited time content. It's even worse because they claim it's limited time, but they're just gonna bring back the skins in the future where people could just buy it. In a really dumbed down explanation, a game engine is a piece of software that lays the software framework in order to render graphics, collision detection, and etc. Now that we're done with that IT lesson, the game engine that runs Rainbow Six Siege is old and bad. And I'm not saying it's bad in the sense of the rendering or graphics. No. It's their upgradability and additions to the engine that are bad. If I said that correctly. We have to realize that Siege is a 6-year-old game and was a last effort to save the Tom Clancy franchise. So when they made the game, they thought it would make it past a couple of years. And yet, myself and others experienced the game from year 1 to 6, constantly putting hours into the game that might have lasted 2 years or so. Yet they had such a unique concept for PvP with the destruction system. But 6 years down the line, with lots of weapons, operators, and maps and more being added, the game engine can't handle it, and it's hard to code things in the game like a streamer mode. A bloody streamer mode is hard to implement into the engine. If that doesn't show trouble, I don't know what will. To conclude today's video, the reason Ubisoft brought back the Outbreak Collection is because they need content. Lots of players are leaving, and with many popular and hyped games coming out, for instance Battlefield 2042, Far Cry 6, Dying Light 2, just to name a few, and already released games such as Rust and Valorant, it will cause many players to just leave Siege. We all love this game, especially me. It has become a part of my childhood and I don't want to see it die. So if the slightest chance Ubisoft sees this video, I have one message. You gotta make a sequel to your golden boy, Rainbow Six Siege.